So basically, you were saying, Cosmic, you were saying basically like, so you were being groomed to like be this middle management person. You had this like sort of paradigm shift in your life, and you headed out on this like this
journey of. There's this Christian saying I heard, man, and it's true, bro. And homeless people will tell you this if they were smart enough. There's this Christian saying that says, "He who leaves everything in the hands of God sees God's hands in everything." Bro, when you have no money and you don't know where you're gonna sleep and you don't know what you're gonna eat next, like shit happens, bro. Like it's weird how it's almost like life is just guiding you, through it. Like you never, I don't know, like it completely changed the way I looked at fear and stuff like that. I mean, yeah, it was, I don't know, paradigm shifting.
So you felt the presence of God?
Yeah, I had a near-death experience, SaiyanZ, and I saw an entity, what I guess people would call an angel, come down and save me. And my friend died in that near-death experience. So, and we were doing some negative shit with our lives. I was living kind of a double life of a normal job and then making money on the side at night. You know what I'm saying?
I'll say, quote unquote, the only time I felt God is one time at a liquor store, and I got this urge out of nowhere to play the lottery, like buy a scratch ticket. I never did it, and I always think if I did do it, I'd win. But is that?
Damn, see,
but I was questioning in my mind. What if I did like buy that scratch ticket or play Powerball that night and I won like $80 million? Since I'm an atheist, what would I think about God then? Like this urge out of nowhere came me to buy this ticket and I won. But I still don't believe in God.
That was the devil trying to get you to gamble.
But I'm saying, like, if I did it, but I still don't believe in God, but I won, what would my thought be then?
Yeah, you'd have to chalk it up to like the odds and casualties of circumstance, because it couldn't be a higher power.
But but I'm saying that like it was out of nowhere. And when I went in the car, the liquor, my girl said, I said I had the thought to buy a ticket. She said you might as well, and I didn't though. But if I did. And I did win like $80 million, but since I'm an atheist, what would I have to think? I would have to think about God.
He gives SaiyanZ a fucking winning lotto ticket, but then he lets a girl with cancer die.
Exactly. So that would be my thought too. So, but if like, because at the time I'm talking about this feeling, like I was sitting there with my liquor about to pay out, waiting in line, and just to get a lottery ticket, just buy one. I didn't, but if I did and I won $100 million, of course my thought would be, oh, that's what God is.
Hey, Cosmic, check this out. Like,
so my question is that what people with God believe in? Is it that thing?
I think people decorate God up, and God didn't make us in our image. God didn't make us in His image. We made Him in our image. Like we want to project an entity that looks like us, but really it's just that energy and that pull, man. Like when you say God, that's just a loaded word that I really, I don't use that word, but that's the English word that I have to use to convey.
Fuck you, Toon Squad. I'm saying I did not. Fuck you, Toon. I didn't buy it, so I'm just saying, what if I did buy it and I won $100 million and I'm an atheist? What would my excuse be then? I think this is what happens. We have to, in your life, you have to recognize something. Either everything is a coincidence, a big coincidence randomly happening, or everything is meant to be. Like either the sun is there by coincidence or something put it there. And like you would either, as an atheist, you would probably say, Cameron, it's a series of fucking incidences and there's nothing we can, and I would just say, well, I think it's Allah. I think it's the creator. I think it's, the all powerful, the energy, the big electron in the sky.
People need a God because they need a father figure at all times in their life. That's what I feel like it is. They want they need a third person's perspective to analyze their own life.
I think if we're going to understand God and humanity, we need to look at it on through the eyes of an anthropologist, because God is a evolutionary factor as well. It's just not some construct we made later. Like tribes all around the world believe in God. Period.
They didn't because they didn't have science though. They were trying to explain things.
I disagree.
But do you know the guy that created science? He was told to create science by an angel in his dream.
Well, yeah, that's bullshit. No one created science.
That's not true.
But here's the thing I'll say about science, and this is back to the point I go to it, and back to the story I was talking about. Because, like, if I had bought that lottery ticket, that sudden urge, I can't say it was. I mean, I don't believe in God, but the sudden urge to buy a lottery ticket, I didn't do it. But if I did and won $10 million, what would I think?
You would have lost.
But what if I did? That urge. But I didn't buy the ticket.
Okay,
I got. But I'm saying this urge came over me to buy a ticket. I didn't do it.
You could
God's will for you not to.
Yeah, but
you could what if that into a bunch of different directions. What if you won $80 million and like a lot of lottery winners, that turned out to be the devil's harvest, and with that money,
it ruined their life.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm saying I felt the urge. I never, because I'm an atheist, I never felt the urge. So I'm saying I felt the urge to get a lottery ticket. I didn't do it, but imagine if I did it and won $1 million. Of course, I believe in God.
What do you think about it? You've lived with the situation for some time now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I felt the urge, and if I did it and I won $1 million, of course I believe in God. Now, but here's the thing I'm going to give you. I'm an atheist, kind of, but at the end of the day, the supernatural happened. Something came out of nothing. Now, you believe in God, I believe in the Big Bang Theory, whatever the fuck it is. There was nothing. And space is nothing. Like, you look at my screen right now, you see stars twinkling. You see that black shit? That's nothing. That's space. That's nothing. Something came out of that. There was that blackness, and then Big Bang, God, whatever the fuck you think happened, it came out of nothing.
If you had, if you had to bet your nuts being cut off, we talked about that the other day though. If you had to cut your nuts, if someone was like betting your nuts on it, whether there was God or not, where would you hedge your bet?
I bet I know God.
Yeah, me too. So that's what you got to do.
But you also have to understand, we only understand God as it's presented to us.
Hey Kyle, do you think black chicks are hotter or white chicks?
Black chicks? There's no difference. Black? There's no difference, honestly.
All right, so you mentioned Angela Rye. Would you beat that up?
Oh, I would.
I'd beat this dryer up in 2 seconds.
I'd beat Angela Rye's pussy.
Honestly, race doesn't matter to me in any way, shape, or form. Race.
Yeah, he don't care about buttholes and those kinds of things.
That's true.
I don't care about buttholes specific.
What did you mean by that?
I don't care about
that was hilarious. That's my ringtone, cuz. That's my new ringtone.
I don't care about chicks to chicks. But chicks, I don't have, like, I guess Asian chicks maybe is my, not even my fetish, it's just whatever it is. I have no fetish. I have no fetish. Is it because they look young? Is it because they look young, though? No, honestly, I have no fetish. None whatsoever.
Have you ever been with one?
I've been with mad Asians. I've been with everyone of every race, but...
Oh, for real? Answer me this. Does it go up and down or side to side?
When it comes to chicks, it doesn't matter what race or anything. That's weird to say. I prefer this race to that race. And now you want to pick the best chick. It doesn't matter what race she is.
But a full black chick you'd prefer over a mixed?
Like, I would love to nail a fucking skinny braces wearing 19-year-old black chick. But I'd love to nail a skinny. I would love to.
That's very specific.
But I would love to nail a skinny.
Yo, hold up. What's with the braces, dude? What's with the braces, bro?
I feel you revealed something.
Yeah, the braces.
You have a fucking fetish, you fucker.
The braces just make it seem like it's young. It's just fucking ill to fucking mad skinny whore chick. It's just mad. Well, you know we hit.
Was it tight?
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter about tight. You know when you hit a skinny chick from behind, you see the whole deal. like you get a whole show as your dick goes in. It's just about that. It was just funny. So.
How many braces girls have you fucked?
0.
None. That's why he wants the 19-year-old with braces.
That's
like
I want
his white rhino.
Exactly. If I fucked a chick with braces, I would need a chick with braces.
Hey, SaiyanZ, if you were in the military and, like, say we went into, like, North Korea and it's, like, old days warfare where you're, like, boots on the fucking ground and you were that age and you knock over this village, no video cameras around, nothing, what would you guys have done?
I was in the Navy, dude. I was at aviation.
I see Kyle being like Bubba from Forrest Gump, but
he's like, no, shut up.
In the Navy.
I was at ABH. I was on the flight deck of an aircraft carrier. I don't know what they do.